Welcome back to the channel, guys. So a lot of you may know I'm really into the Neo Geo. I've been really trying to collect hard on this thing, digging it, loving the system, grew up playing Neo Geo in the arcade. And today I want to take a look at this product we have here, this 161 in 1. Now that may seem familiar because the 161 in 1 has been out forever for the MVS, for the arcade system. Now it's starting to pop up over the past year or so for the home console, the AES. I want to take a look at this, kind of share it with you guys, give you my thoughts on it. Is it worth it? Is it too expensive? Are there better options out there? So immediately when I booted this thing up, it's the same exact thing as the 161 in 1 for the MVS. Same cheesy graphics, text, game list, everything is identical. But there are a couple little differences. The little ROM hack for one of the King of Fighters, I believe it is, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The two ROMs of that on here, I believe they're in the early 20s. Those games don't run on here. They're advertised as such with most of the people who are selling these cartridges. 26 and 27. Those two games do not boot up. They just, you'll go right into it and it'll show the BIOS screen, then it'll just freeze or dip out. Keep going into that loop of playing the BIOS screens where you just have to reset the system. I guess that doesn't really bother me too much because I don't really care about the ROM hack games. But that's one thing of note with the 161. If you're looking for the AES or the MVS version, the game is full of plus versions, ROM hack versions, variation versions of the same games. So you're not really getting 161 games. You're getting maybe half of that, somewhere around there. And like I said, it's the same between the AES or the MVS version. Now, the one thing that I've seen advertised, and I cannot give you a for sure answer on this, but I've seen people state that this cartridge for the AES will not work on systems that have above a 3.3 unibios. If that's true, that really sucks and makes this cartridge really worthless, in my opinion. Because the one thing you would really want is if you had Unibios 4.0 and use that select a game or pick a game, whatever it's called, where it weeds out all the ROM hacks and it just loads them up instantly. That's a pretty cool feature of 4.0. And if you can't use 4.0 with this cartridge, it's kind of lame, man. But it is what it is. You know, some people might think, okay, that's not a big deal. A lot of people have the free Unibios 3.2, or they might have 3.3 and be fine with that. But then the other part of it is the game selection on here. Sure, you have all the Metal Slugs, the Samurai Showdowns, the King of Fighters. You have a lot of awesome games here. Like I said, it's mostly ROM hacks though, but you do get a nice selection of games. Now, even with the MVS version of this cartridge, there's a lot of known issues with the way the cartridge works, the way the memory's written, just, a lot of technical things that I can't really speak on. But no, these games don't all run perfectly. There's going to be some games that have sound issues, certain other glitches, some things that aren't that big of a deal for people. This game, though, Mark of the Wolves, has a very notorious issue. If you use Kim here and use his top attack, it kind of sucks because it's not. I don't really think this is the issue of the cartridge. It's more of the ROM version they used. If you use his C&D top attack, I believe it is, and you actually land it, like you make the move go. Let me see. See, it didn't go. There we go. If you do his top attack, the game freezes. That sucks, but the reason it freezes is because they're using a prototype version of the game. It's not the final release version. So that's something of note. It's not really an issue with the cartridge, it's an issue with the ROM version they chose to use with this game. Now, that's really the only game-breaking bug I've found with the games. I've played a ton of these, and I've verified with lists out there of the issues that are, known with the MVS version. Like here with Metal Slug 3, the warning screens just you get a little messed up glitch there, and it also depends on what region you're using the system on what some of the glitches may be. Some of them, I believe, with Aero Fighters, there's supposed to be a glitch with the sound, or maybe Blues Journey. I can't recall, but there are a couple glitches that are known that I haven't experienced. The games actually work fine, but a lot of the other known issues, the little graphics glitches and things like that, do happen. It doesn't really detract too much because there's still a lot of games on here that run flawlessly, just about. I haven't really experienced too many sound issues or anything like that. I don't have the original cartridges for every one of these games. I do for a lot of them, between the MVS and the AES, so I can't really compare every game on here, but the ones that I have played on other unofficial cartridges, or even on the Neo SD, they seem to be playing fairly well, so can't complain too much there. Blazing Star works great, no sound issues or anything like that. Overall, the thing here is, I don't want to play every single game here and demonstrate every game. Overall, there's not a ton of issues. There's only those handful of glitches. I know, like Magical Drop, the high score screen is glitched out, stuff like that. If you find issues out there that are known for the MVS version, they're pretty much 99% of them are going to be the same issues on the AES version. Now, the thing is the AES is an expensive-ass system to collect for. Yeah, there's a nice handful of games that are under $100, and there's some quality ones that are under $100 as well. But there's a ton of games up there in the thousands upon thousands of dollars, and the availability's not really there. So a lot of people who have an AES are looking for better ways and other ways to play on the original hardware. Maybe they don't want to jump into an MVS or a consoleized MVS. The cartridges for an MVS are extremely cheap. But this option here, I can't even 100% tell you if it's a safe cartridge. The voltage and whatnot, I don't know if this is going to damage my AES. I'm not using it any longer. I actually don't own this cartridge anymore, but it's one of those things where the AES is not a cheap, piece of equipment. Why would you want to risk damaging it? Possibly anyway. Like I said, I can't confirm. But these things are out of China, and you don't know for sure. A lot of people have been using the 161 and 1 for their MVS and have had no issues over the years. But the AES is slightly different. I don't know the specs on this cartridge. I don't know the issues with it. It's a scary thing. Now, this cartridge as well, like I said, can't confirm if it's safe or not. But the price, just like I said, buying original cartridges are expensive as hell for the AES. Buying this cartridge, you can get it direct through China for a couple $100. 200, maybe a little more than $200. You can find them on eBay. Actually, the person that I got a deal from, to review it, I lost contact with them, and they're not selling them any longer. So I don't know what had happened. So I'm not even going to link it because they don't sell them anymore, or at least from what I've seen. They were selling them for like $350, and I've seen other people on eBay selling them for like $300, $350. But just looking at that base price $200 direct from China, that's ridiculous. You can get the 161 for the MVS for like $40 to $60 through China. If you find them in the U.S., you might pay a little tiny bit more of a premium, but you shouldn't pay no more than $60 or so for that thing. And it's the same damn cartridge, just this one's adapted to work on the AES. If you're going to spend $200, $300 on something like this, I say you might as well save up another $100 to $200 and buy a Neo SD, or wait for the Neo SD Pro to come out from Terra Onion. I don't know how much the Pro is going to cost, but it's going to be a huge improvement over the original version. But I love the original version, have no issue with it. I use it all the time, but I also have a lot of original cartridges as well that I use. So I just wanted to do this video, showcase this cartridge. I'm no longer using it. I'm too scared. I'm really too scared to play this thing on my AES, so I got rid of it. Not even 100% why I wanted to bother with this thing, but hey, I just want to put it out there. If you guys see this, you want to take the risk on your system, if you're an AES person, collector, I don't think it's worth the risk for a couple $100. It's a thing where maybe this cartridge is safe. I don't know. Somebody may confirm that at some point in time. But the price is really too much for what it is. It's a conversion, essentially, of a $40 to $60 game that's already out there. So if the price goes down, maybe. But as far as right now, I would say save up for that Neo SD, or just keep collecting and chugging away at your AES collection, or just switch to the MVS and get games cheaper that way. It's the same damn game, you know what I'm saying? So really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Just wanted to do this video, talk about this thing, loving the Neo Geo. I've shifted more towards collecting for the MVS right now, but I still love the AES. Play my systems every day. I'm hooked on the Neo Geo as of late. So thank you. Smash that like button. Make sweet ass love to that notification bell. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And with that said, guys, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom!